And I don't think they can come back to England now. I mean, they've really burnt their bridges and they've put up the shutters around Frogmore Cottage, which is no more a cottage than I am.
So that's it? Good riddance to them, you think? They're not welcome back here?
Right now, I don't think they would be welcome back here, no. I think they're more likely to fade into the kind of obscurity that affects the junior members of the royal family already.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Feminist Germaine Greer. She's a famous second-wave feminist. Not a first-wave feminist, not a third-wave feminist. Second-wave feminist. She's in her 80s now. She says Meghan Markle is faking her love for Prince Harry. She said some other things, too. She said Meghan has burnt all her bridges. That's true. She said that Meghan and Harry will not be welcomed back to the UK after they left like this. She said they're going to fade into obscurity shortly, just like the other minor royals. There's no place for them, and they're just going to fade away. And she says Meghan will bolt. She's going to dump Harry. And she also said that Meghan is being held down and not permitted to shine above Kate. Because Kate is, of course, the future queen, you know, married to, or queen consort, married to William. So let's take a look at some of these things. We'll look at Harry and Meghan. Is Meghan faking her love for Harry? Because this is kind of a narcissistic thing, okay? If Meghan is a narcissist, narcissists, they create a false persona. Because they're very damaged inside, they create a false persona, and they live through the false persona. So they're really not feeling it. They're mirroring techniques. They're using techniques and mirroring and presenting behaviors that they feel are successful to prop up the false persona. But underneath is a very damaged, very angry, very unhappy person. And that's the problem with narcissists. Narcissists don't ever deal with the real person. They're always propping up their false persona. And so they'll dump people. You know, a lot of the things that Meghan has done, discarding a lot of everyone in her life, bolting, as Germaine Greer says, these are narcissistic tendencies. These are things that narcissists do. So is Meghan faking her love for Harry? Let's see. Let's see what the cards want to tell us. Cleared them real good today. I don't know if they were as clear yesterday. So Harry. Meghan. Is Meghan faking her love to Harry? Alright, let's see what we have here. Is Meghan faking her love to Harry? Crossroads to a more karmic relationship. There's no twos in this. There's no twos in this. And there's not a lot of love here. There's no hearts on Harry's side. There's only one family heart. And Trinity is a great work card. Trinity is working everything together through this relationship. 9 and 5, 14, 4 diamonds. Cornerstone. Cornerstone is about foundation and money. Working everything, working this relationship for money and foundation, decisions, and taking directions to work. Okay, this says she's using him. She's using the relationship. She's making decisions to build her foundation through the relationship. She's accumulating wealth through the relationship. So this could be interpreted that Meghan is using Harry. She's using the marriage to get what she wants, which is money and fame. What's going on here with Harry? Scapegoat, cast out or blamed, magi, manifesting, and butterfly, new life. Manifesting a new life outside of the royal family. 13 and 8, 21, 6 hearts, karmic relationship. Through this relationship, he's outside the royal family, and he's manifesting a new life outside the royal family. He may be drinking the Kool-Aid. You know, these cards could suggest that he's drinking the Kool-Aid. So some think that he is working. I feel that the relationship is very bad. There's two possibilities. One, Harry is already on the royal side, and he's just hanging on until the time comes to pull the trigger and divorce and announce the divorce of Meghan. They're mostly living apart, so that's option one. Option two is Harry's drinking the Kool-Aid, and he really has left the royal family, and he really is giving this a shot. Okay, so those are the two options that we have for Harry. What's going on here? 3 blackbirds, cup overflowing. Very emotional actions. 13, 4 hearts, family. Everything for Meghan is based in emotions. So, or she shows that she's very emotional. She's always getting the 10 hearts. She's always getting the devil. Getting some water. Okay. So the basis of this, so the question is Meghan faking her love? Okay, so these are very emotional actions. It's all about emotions and the family. So she's telling everybody, and she's presenting always that it's very emotional. I need you so much. I love you so much. And then the sex is probably incredibly hot. So, but she's very calculated. This can say she's using him. This can say that he's manifesting a new life outside the royal family, and he's drinking the Kool-Aid. Let's see. All right. Would Harry and Meghan be... She made the statement, Harry and Meghan would not be welcome back to the royals as a couple. Would they be welcome back? If they oh, we're really sorry, this didn't work out. We want to come back. We both want to come back. Would they be welcome back as a couple? Because Germaine Greer says they wouldn't. Would they be welcome back to the royals as a couple? You know, they'll just eat some humble pie and they'll return to royal duties. Would they be welcome back as a couple? Cross, permanent family, very strongly rooted, and joining. We have a nice joining card. 11 and 18, 25 spades, roadblock. It's not easy, but yeah, they would be welcome back. Conflict with the crown. 13, 16, 4 spades. We have 5 spades and 4 spades. Ended. Yes, I think they would be welcomed back as a couple. Okay, and it would be dependent on the queen, the crown. The crown would have to work out these conflicts. But yeah, they would be welcomed back. It's all still there. Okay, but it would not be easy. Would Harry alone be welcomed back if he divorces Meghan? Because a lot of people, myself included, think that Harry he's going to divorce Meghan. That's the most likely result. And he will return alone. So will Harry alone, without Meghan, as he's divorcing her, will he be welcomed back that way? Will Harry alone be welcomed back? Jacob's Ladder, player, Fox, interesting, Finger of God, and we have the S. Step by step. Okay, so we have player and fox. These are brother and sister energies. Player wants something very specific, goes right after it. Fox wants something very specific, moves the pieces around. generally. 23, 28, 7 spades, the secrets. This is like the player and the fox. They're very clever and they make moves. So they're going to have to make some clever moves and move some pieces around to get him back on track. Making clever moves to get Harry back on track, and secrets. Okay, so it's not a straight thing like, oh, hi, I'm Harry, I'm back, I'm divorcing Meghan, love me again. They're going to make some clever moves. They make some clever moves to accomplish this. So they'll stage some things, and they have secret ideas about this. Okay, what's on the bottom? Finger of God, heart. Heart is good intentions. 6 spades, bad relationships. Yes, the key is the bad relationships and reestablishing good intentions, and it comes from outside. So outside themselves. Yeah, so 15, 16 plus 7, 23, 6 clubs. It's about the relationships. So they've created some really bad relationships by being selfish. And instead of talking about himself and his feelings about the death of his mother ever so long ago, he needs to, talk about the good things that he's going to do. That, we need Harry back, the Queen, and this can also be outside intervention. Looking outside himself or outside intervention. The Queen will say, we need Harry to do this, and we need Harry to do that, and he's an irreplaceable member of the royals, and we're so happy he's back, and we have a vision. They need to establish the vision of all the good things that he's going to accomplish. But I would notice, okay, Harry coming back is all red, which is, red is generally positive. Look how red that is. Meghan and Harry coming back is all black. It's all dark colored. It's much more rooted. It's a bit more of a slog. It's a bit more difficult. This is much more light and quick and clever. Okay, because it's so red. The reds are much lighter, and the jack and the player and the fox are very clever. This is much heavier. This is a lot heavier. So it's more sluggish for Harry and Meghan to come back, and it's lighter and quicker and much more clever for Harry to come back. I find that interesting. Okay, does Meghan intend to bolt? Does she intend to leave, to divorce? Is that her intention? I've sort of kind of addressed this before. Let's see what we get. Because she divorced Trevor, and she very famously just sent her ring back in the mail. And that was because I think she was already living with Corey Vitiello, and she was like, nothing to discuss here. I'm just sending the ring back. There's not even any point in talking about it because Meghan had already unilaterally moved on while married, which is very disturbing. And prior to that, she allegedly was married to another man, who I think is now a lawyer, and they got annulled. It didn't go very well, very quickly. So does Meghan intend to bolt? She intend to leave Harry? Lovers. Devil. Devil's always coming up. Will Meghan bolt? Does she intend to bolt? We have the devil. The devil will do anything. The devil doesn't really have a plan, and that's what's interesting about the devil. The devil doesn't... Meghan is very calculating. The devil is not calculating. The devil is very impulsive. The devil is very vengeful. The devil will lie, steal, cheat, be adulterous. But the devil is impulsive and not plotting. Lovers, the close relationship, And home, it's all hearts here, and no diamonds. Okay, hearts proceed into diamonds, which proceed into clubs, which proceed into spades. Hearts and spades are opposites. We have 4 hearts and 4 spades, the opposite. We have 2 spades and 2 hearts, opposites. We have a mirror opposite on the bottom as to what we have on the top. We have the 2 and the 4 spades and the 2 and the 4 hearts. We have literal bipolar energy here. We have absolutely opposite energy. So 6 and 11, 17, 5 hearts sitting on the fence. It depends what happens. So on the surface, she's very loving, very committed to the family, but there's a devil right in the middle. And the devil will do anything depending on the circumstances. 5 hearts. So she's keeping all of her options open, and she's going to do whatever, and the devil is very, very selfish. She's going to do whatever selfishly works for her, and the devil lures you, the naked woman and the hot young girl, they lure you down the wrong path. Okay, so whatever catches her eye, and people are noticing that she's kind of impulsive. She's always, they're announcing this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. And a lot of those things just fall on their face, and you never hear about them again. But some of them, she continues. Okay, and that's how she dealt with her time in the royal family. It was a big deal becoming the bride of Harry and being received in the royal family, and a little bit of struggle, a little bit of harsh talking, some wearing sleeveless dresses, and suddenly it's over. That's devil energy. That's just like, it just didn't work out and she's just going to throw it away. That's what this is reading like. So she's telling everybody, very emotional. The 10 hearts energy, very emotional. She's very emotional about Harry, loves him very much, very emotional about the family, but she'll do anything. Depending on the circumstances, she'll do anything. And is she planning to leave him? 2 spades, 4 spades. It's the end. They're divorcing officially. Underneath, official divorce and breaking the relationship. So, because it's devil, I asked, does she intend to leave him? No, but she will if it's convenient. Okay, that's what this says. She's not intending, she's not plotting and planning to leave him, but you can pretty much predict it because she's gonna follow whatever she wants. Whatever shiny thing is next, she's gonna follow it. And there's so many shiny things in the world. It's a guarantee. She's not with Harry. Meghan is on her own. She's always working just for Meghan. The devil is very, very, very selfish. It's absolutely the most selfish card, and it doesn't care about anybody else. So she's saying that she loves Harry and she's very committed, and she really is holding on to Harry at this point. I see that very, very, very consistently. So it's a virtual guarantee that she will bolt. She will leave. Let's ask the fade into obscurity. Because that is the $1 million question. Okay, money doesn't make you famous. Sometimes it does. And all fame is not good fame. There's bad fame. There's Lindsay Lohan fame. There's that Macaulay Culkin fame. He's famous, but he's famous for all the wrong reasons. And everybody just wonders why he can't pull it together. Stop doing drugs, pull it together. And they're both kind of like that. So if Meghan and Harry, will they fade into obscurity in a few years like the lesser royals? Because, oh boy, everything wanted to fall out. Yeah. No, I'm not going to read everything. That was 7 cards, 9 cards. Will they fade into obscurity in a few years if they don't return to if Harry or Meghan or both don't return to the royals? I don't see Meghan return to the royals. Only Harry. Will they fade? Okay, no can be no or a full stop. No city, hamster wheel, very heavy. Man, and there's woman. I wonder about this question because this is assuming that they're together, unless the cards clearly identify otherwise. But here's the mother and the father, man and woman, and Star of Bethlehem. 2032, 8 spades, cast out. Oh, so the man and the woman in this direction are cast out, left out. So underneath it does say, following this direction, they are cast out. But that's assuming they would follow this direction and keep going and they don't divorce. So if they don't divorce, so that's a lot of ifs. No, I'm going to say full stop. Full stop in the city over the long term. Okay, 1927 cross. Marriage or burdens. So, yeah, they will just kind of fade into obscurity. If they follow this path, they're going to end up being nobodies. 8 spades. It's going to be Edward and Wallace Simpson. Okay, which they just became nobodies. You know, they were just nobodies. And nobody was paying attention to them and they weren't doing anything useful. He was just trapped in the house under the control of Wallace Simpson. And what was Wallace Simpson doing? Controlling Edward. Getting her nails done, making sure he never did anything or went out of the house or contacted anybody or did anything useful, which is horrible. That's being a prisoner. So Edward went from king to prisoner, and so full stop in the world over the long term. Yeah, so it just becomes heavier and heavier and heavier, and they just fade into obscurity. Yeah. People will just stop paying attention because they're not important. They are important now because they are royals. Okay, but if they're not royals, then why are we paying attention to them? It's just reality. They're not that important. Like I used to read a lot on the Kardashians, and I found that interest in the Kardashians was much, much lower than Harry and Meghan. Why? Because irregardless of how rich and famous the Kardashians are, people just feel that they're a whole lot less important than the royal family. It's, they feel that foundationally the Kardashians are not as important, even though they may be a little bit interesting. And they get into all kinds of shenanigans and antics. That's Scott Disick. Oh boy, that's Scott Disick. And that Chloe, boy, she can't hold on to a man. But people just don't find their antics, even though they might be interesting, people don't feel they're that important. And that's what's going to happen to Harry and Meghan. So let's review this. Is Meghan faking her love to Harry? She's working everything together. Her decisions are to work everything together in this relationship for her foundation. She's using him. She's building her wealth through this relationship. Everything is emotions. It's all about the gushing of emotions. Help me, love me, I need you. Harry, on this side, this very interestingly says that Harry may be manifesting a new life outside the royal family. Hopefully he's intending to go back, and this is all a big narrative. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I want to keep an open mind as much as possible and just read whatever the cards say to read. And that's what this says. Harry manifesting a new life outside the royal family. Okay, would Meghan and Harry be welcomed back? Very heavy, but very solid, and we have a joining card. The crown would have to deal with all the conflicts. Okay, they'd really have to fall in line. Probably they would put them on they would be very restricted because this is very heavy. Meghan and Harry, they would be punished like errant children. Harry coming back, just Harry. He's leaving Meghan, just Harry coming back. very red, very light. There's a clear progression here. This is very heavy. This is very, very heavy. Yes, you can come back, but you're going to be restricted for life, the both of you. Harry can come back, and he's going to get back on track, and we're going to be really slick about how we do it. And there's good intentions, and there's the yes card. What's the best card in the deck? Yes. This card is the best card in the deck. So for Harry, the future is bright if he comes back. There's problems. You have to deal with the problems. You have to be a little bit slick. But he gets back on track, and he becomes the old Harry. With Meghan and Harry coming back, it's like you're going to be under the thumb of the Queen until she dies, and then you're going to be under Charles's thumb, and then you're going to be under William's thumb. You're not ever getting out from under the thumb if Meghan and Harry come back, because all they did is create so much trouble. Would Meghan bolt? She's not planning to bolt, but it's like inevitable. Vegas odds, you bet one, you get nothing back, okay? It's almost guaranteed that Meghan is going to leave Harry. If Harry doesn't know this, he's the only one. Okay, divorcing, ending the relationship officially, and leaving, and divorcing. Breaking up, ending it officially. Because of this devil energy. She's only out for herself. It doesn't matter what she's telling you. It doesn't matter how much she talks about her feelings and how much she loves you. She's only out for herself. And so it's a guarantee that Meghan is going to leave Harry. And that's how I see it as well, just looking at the situation. If they stay together, will they fade into obscurity? It becomes really, really heavy. The longer they travel this path, the heavier it gets. The heaviest card is the hamster wheel. Okay, that's the heavy work, long road, same stuff, different day card. Okay, the man and the woman traveling this path, it leads nowhere. 5 spades. So, yeah, if they stay on this path, irregardless of how much money they make, it leads to obscurity. They're just going to fade into obscurity if they stay on this path. And Meghan will leave Harry. That's a guarantee. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.